Hello and welcome to this video on C.S. Lewis' book, Mere Christianity. Today, we're exploring Part 4, Beyond Personality, our first steps in the doctrine of the Trinity, specifically Chapter 1, Making and Begetting. Did you know that C.S. Lewis is widely regarded as one of the greatest Christian thinkers of the 20th century? His works have impacted countless people, and his insights on the nature of God are truly remarkable. In this chapter, Lewis dives into the concept of the Trinity, which is central to Christian theology. He explores the idea of God as both maker and begetter, and how these two ideas can help us understand the relationship between the three persons of the Trinity. Making and begetting. Lewis starts off by discussing the difference between making and begetting. Making, he says, is the act of creating something outside of oneself, while begetting is the act of bringing forth something that is part of oneself. He uses the example of a carpenter making a table versus a man begetting a child. Lewis then applies this concept to the Trinity, explaining that God the Father is the maker, while God the Son is the begotten. He writes, "The Father begets the Son like himself. The Son, begotten by the Father, is infinite and eternal like the Father," page 160. Lewis also touches on the idea that the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son, completing the Trinity. He writes, "The whole three persons are co-eternal and co-equal. None is before or after the other. None is greater or less than another." Here are some powerful quotes from Chapter 1 on making and begetting. "The Christian doctrine of the Trinity seems to me to be the most practical and relevant bit of theology that exists. The Son exists because the Father exists, but there never was a time before the Father produced the Son. The Son is the self-expression of the Father, what the Father has to say. And there never was a time when he was not saying it." Reflective questions. As we wrap up, here are two reflective questions to ponder. How does the concept of God as both maker and begetter deepen your understanding of the Trinity? Pause and think about it. Did you pause it? I think the idea of begetting highlights the intimate relationship between God the Father and God the Son, and helps us appreciate the unity and diversity of the Trinity. How can the doctrine of the Trinity be practical and relevant to your daily life as a Christian? Pause and think about it. Did you pause it? Personally, I think that understanding the Trinity can help us see the importance of relationship, community, and love in our lives, and inspire us to grow in our relationship with God and others. Thank you for watching this video on Chapter 1 of Beyond Personality in Mere Christianity. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing this video with others who might find it helpful. Stay tuned for future videos on C.S. Lewis' timeless insights on Christian faith and life. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment with your thoughts on this topic.